You need to align it so that the line, the symmetry line, is right in the middle of your skull. Paint it white. Change the opacity on here. The size of your brush here. And then you can start painting it just white. Both sides. I've made it a little bit too big. I'm keeping the eyes, the nose and the teeth as they are. And I'm going to use a pen, and I think I'll use black for the outline. And I'm going to start with the outline. Black marker, opacity 100%, size about 16. Here we go. And then I can start designing around, oh, that's quite big, around the eyes, slightly larger. Make them into flowers all the way around. Quite like the idea of having a spider web here. The top, which I've seen quite a bit on the designs. Could finish it off with some flowers right here. Some diamonds on the sides, maybe fill in the shapes. What else can we do? We can simplify the nose right here. Might not colour it all in black, just some of it. Basically, you want to cover your entire skull without having to remove the image. So I want to know that the image has been covered. It might help if you want to do an outline as well. Like this. For the teeth, you'll notice on the makeup, they kind of go just on the side like this. You can enlarge and do a bit of shading as well with the pencil. I want to see some of that. Like this. And once you've done with a bit of shading on the side, that's quite nice all the way around. It's quite nice because it works symmetrically. You don't have to do it twice. It does it for you on both sides. It still needs a bit of work. I could add some pear shape symbols as well I've seen over there. So let's go back to the black here. Oh, and a moustache. I'm getting sidetracked. Here we go. You're going to have a moustache, some pear shapes here on the side, and now you can maybe start adding a little bit of colour. So bright colours. I'm going to go for red. You can change it. Yeah, that's quite nice. And I should be able to fill in the shapes. So like this. Use a bucket. And let's see if it works on the petals of the flowers. So it kind of recognises the image underneath. So that's why it looks a little bit patchy. But I think it still works. So I wouldn't worry too much if it's not perfect. If anything, it's quite nice to see the shading. So the colouring in is not symmetrical. The drawing is symmetrical, but not the colouring in. There we go. So keep going until you've covered up the entire skull. It needs to be symmetrical. And as an extension task, you could start thinking about the background and what you could draw as a frame around your skull. So when we start painting it, we'll have to think about what to do around the areas, whether it's bone pictures, or you can also have some flowers if you want to start looking into drawing some flowers in the corners. Other things you can look into are butterflies, the monarch butterfly. So again, because it's symmetrical, it'd be really nice to start thinking about all these shapes that you can have. Whoop, here we go. As butterflies on the side. Hopefully you can do a little bit better than me. There we go, on the side, like this. Okay, right, please make sure you post your work on Shobi.